One aspect that is important as a school bus driver is the evacuation drill. It has to be done twice a year. The Georgia Department of Education requires that we do it twice a year. It has to be done within the first 6 weeks of every half of the school year, and it needs to be documented. It is performed to increase awareness and readiness in case an emergency occurs. Normally you should do that when there is a fire, or there is the danger of a fire. Let's say there is a combustible or fuel leak, power lines are involved, or there is a fire going on and it threatens the bus and its cargo. Then you need to move the vehicle. Or if the vehicle needs, there's a hazard, like the vehicle is near a railroad track, or there's an 18-wheeler nearby, any kind of hazard, and the vehicle cannot be moved to a safe space, at this point you would have to evacuate the bus. Also, if there is a natural disaster, a storm, a flood, sometimes, if there's a flash flood, that might require that the bus be evacuated. And the way to go about it is to appoint a couple of assistants, helpers, assistants, monitors. Basically, like if I perform the evacuation drill with elementary school kids, then I would appoint 2 different 5th graders to assist me with the evacuation drill, because the school bus driver is the last person to leave the bus when you perform the evacuation drill. And the way I go about it, I go with a question and answer session first. I ask the kids, okay, why do we need to evacuate the bus? So that gets them involved. They normally have ideas of what to do it, and to ask questions and answers makes them reflect on the seriousness of the evacuation drill, and really it's very helpful. And it's an opportunity to discuss, show them the different exits of the bus. So you can ask them, where are the exits of the bus? Then they came up with answers. And of course we have the doors, service door up front, the rear door in the back. Certain buses are equipped with a side door, this one is not. The push windows, in this case windows number 4 and 8 on each side. The roof hatches that can be pushed up. There are 2 on these buses, so it's important to discuss that with the kids, and you also demonstrate to show them how it works. Especially the monitors should know how to operate them if needed. And after that discussion, it's important to emphasize that when you evacuate the bus, ideally, that's really, you need to perform each door, to practice each door. And the group of kids needs to be taken 100 feet away from the bus in a safe spot. So the monitor or helper will help. They will help doing that. It's important that the kids leave their belongings behind. That is a very critical point. Especially young kids, they don't know. They're afraid. The natural reaction is they are afraid to get in trouble, so they hold on to their book bag. They don't realize that in an emergency situation, the book bag is not as important as their own life. So it's important to go over these points with them. It's important to get the kids to evacuate in a quick but orderly manner. And after it's all said and done, the kids are evacuated. Then you go over, if possible, you go over the bus to make sure that there is nobody left behind. Then afterward, when everything is settled. Then you make sure you count the number of kids also. You make sure that everything is covered. And then you can have a brief conclusion question and answer session. Basically, what went well, what did not go so well, and again, the kids might be able to identify some very relevant points that went well and not so well. So this is it for the evacuation drill.